have purchased something from the catalog that you've received in the mail? How many of you have purchased something online? Pretty much all of us, right? My mother died a year ago. She was 83 years old, and she purchased everything from catalogs, and she loved her catalogs. After she passed away, we forwarded the mail to my sister, and within a month, she received 100 catalogs. And so, after that, for the last year, my sister and I have been calling up catalog companies and saying, okay, can you take my mom off the list, Joanne Harrison? She was also listed as Joe Harrison. She was also listed as Joe A. Harrison. And then my dad passed away in 1999, and my mom was receiving catalogs from my dad. So we were calling up and saying, can you take Arlie Harrison off your list, and J. Arlie Harrison, and J. Harrison off the list? So about a month ago, my sister called me up and she goes, okay, LouAnne, it's your turn. I'm forwarding Mom and Dad's mail down to you. So about a week ago, I received little packets in the mail welcoming my mom and dad into my community and offering them little things that they could go and see at our local casino and little coupons. And so now I'm just waiting for the catalogs to hit. Madam Toastmaster, fellow Toastmasters, and any welcome guests. So as I was researching my speech, I went to the library, and I came across a book by Rita Rudner, who I just absolutely adore, and the book is called I Still Have It, I Just Can't Remember Where I Put It. Not only did I relate to that, but I related to her second chapter when I opened up the book on page 3, and it's catalog addiction. So I would like to share with you, in honor of my mom, which I don't know if it's really in honor of my mom once you hear it, or in memory of my mother, Catalog Addiction by Rita Rudner. While I do occasionally order items on the internet, it's hard to teach an old shopper new tricks. I'm convinced that the catalog will eventually disappear, but not until the last baby boomers have kicked off their smelly Nikes and been buried in mulch. There is currently no treatment in Malibu, no treatment center in Malibu for catalog addiction, so I was forced to assemble a group of women with similar problems to meet in my living room. They all had room to sit once I moved some of the catalogs. I blame Victoria's Secret. My friend ordered a blouse for me as a birthday present, and the company's first final catalog clearance made its way into my clutches 3 houses ago. It doesn't matter how often I move, the catalog knows where I'm living. If I'm ever kidnapped, I'm certain it would find me before the police. After pursuing the final clearance issue numerous times and folding down the corners of the pages, showing outfits that were in the running but had not yet won my love, I ordered a pink sweatshirt and matching sweatpants. Since then, I have received roughly 300 catalogs featuring buxom babes clad in scanty attire. On page 27, you can still find the same pink sweatsuit I ordered 10 years earlier. Either I'm the only woman in the world who likes pink sweatsuits, or they dramatically overstock, or possibly they just like the picture. The Victoria's Secret's catalog was only the tip of my problem. If that were the only booklet I was receiving, my mailman would not be in the hospital with a hernia. Word instantly goes out into the catalog universe if you order so much as a pen. The next day, your mailbox is stuffed with a cornucopia of nonsense. It was last November that I first noticed Herb exiting from his mail truck rather delicately as he lifted the block of catalogs too thick to be placed into my mailbox and dropped them on the ground like firewood. I think it might be my last holiday delivery season, he said. My lumbar support belt isn't really cutting it anymore. Is it me? Is it my catalogs? I asked guiltily. It's not just you, he reassured me. It's all women. And Neiman Marcus. Oh, is it the book I belched? Is it? Yes, the book is here. I have the book. He said, in that stack of crap, you don't put the book in a stack of crap. I said, pointing to a roped together group of periodicals. No, I separated. It was too heavy. Herb then handed me the book. If you are not familiar with the Neiman Marcus book, every Christmas, Neiman Marcus puts out a book of things that people can't possibly afford. It's beautiful, it's classy, and last year it featured a space station that covered that cost several million dollars. I took it from Herb and caressed it with my nearsighted eyes. Herb then handed me 7 catalogs from Pottery Barn. Can I ask you something? Herb mumbled wearily. Sure, I replied, folding down a corner on a page that had a belt for $65,000. Why do you need 7 catalogs that are exactly the same? If you look closely, they're not exactly the same. My name is spelled slightly different on every single copy. The computer made a mistake and there's no going back. So when they come the next time, can I throw away 5 of them? What, are you mad? They're a family. When I throw them away, I want them to be together. You know, the really sad thing is that I haven't ordered from Pottery Barn in over 6 years. But you never know. Someday, a lamp, a bed frame, a bureau just might catch my eye, and we could be together for the rest of our lives. I feel the reason catalog shopping has not lessened with the advent of the internet is the limited but crucial social contact that you get to enjoy with people over the phone. It's like talking to a relative you never have to see. I like speaking to people who are doing their best to be polite to me. I like giving my source code and my customer number, which appears in the little blue box on the back of the catalog. I like that the call is being recorded to ensure impeccable and courteous behavior. Hi, this is Betty. Can I help you? I picture a friendly, white-haired lady in her 60s wearing her glasses on a chain around her neck. She has a picture of her grandchildren on her desk, and she writes down my order longhand. Ordering on the internet, I picture a badly dressed teenager with greasy hair in a warehouse, examining a crumpled piece of paper, climbing up a ladder, matching the number on the box, and then tossing the box into an anonymous receptacle below. It's just not the same. You know what though? I've kept my biggest difficulty with catalogs from you until now. It's not so much the ordering that's the problem, it's my inability to throw the little suckers away. I don't know how many I possessed, but they were hidden everywhere. Under this side table next to my bed, behind curtains, yes, and even in my daughter's bedroom. I'm really ashamed. But they're all gone now. I have a group of women for my meeting. They come over and we burn them in the backyard. Oh, and they still come in the mail. There is no way to stop them. But now I look at them and throw them away. If not immediately, then certainly the next day. If I feel the need to hide one, I call my sponsor and she says, she stays on the line with me until I agree to smear it with ketchup and throw it in the garbage. So I do recognize I have a problem. But I'm in recovery. And I must be, because I recently received my first recovery catalog.